Okay, so now we're going to talk about one of the fundamental concepts which you need to learn before you start investing, which is called supply and demand. Now, supply and demand is basically the way in which economies who are operating freely, i.e., there's no one dictating and changing the way the economy works, it is just left to the free market. It's the way at which we arrive to a price. Obviously, incredibly important for when you're investing in assets because if something is oversupplied or undersupplied, it might change the price of it. The same way with demand. If something is in high demand, for example, if it's a buzz stock, or most recently and most relevant, the Reddit stocks, which caused a huge increase in demand, which might have distorted the price. So those stocks might not necessarily have been as valuable if there wasn't that surge in demand. So supply and demand, most commonly in economics, is represented by a graph. And what we do is we show supply like this, and we show demand like this. So here, this line is supply, and this line here is demand. So this is the quantity demanded, and here's P for price. So when left to the free market, if this was the demand and this was the supply, then this dot here in the middle is where the price would come. Okay, so that effectively means absolutely nothing to you right now. But when I show you this, for example, the demand, we increase it, so we shift it out, obviously, increase in demand, and now we have a new price, which is up here. So this was price 1, and now price 2. So this product has increased in price because of an increase in demand. Now, why is this important? This is really important because let's take, for example, a house, okay? If a lot of people just decide that they really want to come into the housing market and that increases the price of your house, that doesn't make the house any better just because the price has gone up. And that's why a lot of long-term investors, they tend to not care about the price of stocks or bonds or anything for that matter, because what they're looking at is the constant return that they're getting from their investment, whether it's a dividend or a coupon, which will all become a lot clearer in the future. This is basically just simple economics, and the main reason that we're covering it is just so when you see other factors coming into play, like increases in demand and increases in supply, and as a result you see the price changing, you'll understand why. And if you ever sort of become confused by it, you can just return back to this graph and do it yourself.